You know that feeling when you're sitting in a meeting and you hear someone else being praised or promoted, and you're thinking, why not me? You know you did the work, you know you made a difference, but somehow it feels like you're invisible, and that quiet frustration builds. You start questioning, isn't doing great work supposed to be enough? Isn't delivering results supposed to speak for itself? Here's the truth. It's not about your work. It's about your visibility. And visibility doesn't happen by accident. Visibility requires strategy, intentional, authentic strategy that works for you, not against you. Let me tell you about a moment that brings this to life. Imagine walking into a big conference room. It's the steering committee meeting for a major operational efficiency project. Around the table are senior stakeholders, leadership from different departments, peers from other teams, and even a few external partners. Everyone in that room wants to make sure their voice is heard. They want their opinions factored into the big decisions that are about to shape the company's future. The meeting kicks off, and immediately, the energy is dynamic. Multiple people are chiming in. Conversations overlap. Ideas are flying across the room. Real-time decisions are being made on the spot. Everyone is trying to demonstrate their value, energetically, assertively, and sometimes aggressively. Sitting at that table are three of your teammates, Emma, David, and Sophia. All three are incredibly smart and capable introverted leaders, and each one approaches this high-pressure environment differently, but intentionally. At the very beginning of the meeting, Emma speaks up early. She says, "Before we dive deeper, I just want to make sure we're aligned on the overall goal. Are we optimizing for speed to market or depth of functionality?" It's a small move, but it grounds the conversation. Everyone nods. She's now anchored herself into the flow without having to battle for attention later. Later, as the meeting wraps up, David speaks up. He says, "Just to summarize key takeaways, here's what we agreed to today, and I want to make sure everyone's aligned before we close." And in that moment, everyone leans in. They're nodding. David's voice frames the entire meeting. He doesn't need to dominate. He leads by crystallizing what matters. Then after the meeting ends, a new calendar invite pops up. It's from Sophia, the one who had quietly taken notes throughout the discussion. She proactively schedules a follow-up meeting, attaches a draft agenda that connects directly to what was decided, and takes the lead in moving the project forward. Each of them, Emma, David, and Sophia, stayed true to their own style. None of them forced themselves to be louder. None of them compromised who they were. And yet, each left a visible, memorable mark. You see, even among introverted leaders, the way we show up can look different. Emma is a deep thinker. She processes ideas internally and often needs a little more time to connect the dots. By speaking early, even with a small clarifying question, she created space for herself to contribute meaningfully later. David is the quiet producer. He's execution-focused. But by framing outcomes and linking them to results, he demonstrated leadership instead of just staying behind the scenes. Sophia is the relationship builder. She thrives in smaller settings. By proactively driving next steps, she turned her strength for quiet, thoughtful action into visible leadership momentum. And the reason they all did it differently? Because there's no one-size-fits-all formula for visibility. Some of us process internally. Some of us drive impact through execution. Some of us move relationships forward, one conversation at a time. You don't need to change who you are to be seen. You just need to shift how you show up, strategically, intentionally, and authentically. Visibility for introverted leaders isn't about being louder. It's about being more present, more strategic, and more aligned with yourself. Start small, anchor early, frame your impact, build quiet trust, and most importantly, own your story. Because quiet leadership deserves to be seen. So which one are you? Are you more like Emma, David, or Sophia? And what small strategy do you think would help you become more visible in your own way? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if you'd like a free toolkit designed specifically for introverted leaders, visit projectscenarios.com and download the Introvert Leadership Toolkit. It's completely free and full of practical tools you can start using right away. Because your leadership matters, and it's time to make it visible.